This is a story of a review. A review of noise isolating Bluetooth earbuds and how I nearly died while doing it. So about 6 months ago, I found myself thinking about just how much time am I sitting. Why? Because apparently people that sit most of their time die much sooner than those who don't. As a child, I think that using a chair was not the biggest part of my day. But now, let's check it out. I commute to work by car, in which I sit. By the time I get to work, I already have accumulated over half an hour of sitting. I work in an office, so most of the time there I'm also sitting. On most days, I usually get up only to make myself a cup of tea or use the bathroom. So when I'm leaving the office, I'm clocked at around 7.5 hours sitting. Getting back to home makes it a round number of 8 hours. Back home, I have some daily activities that usually keep me standing, but when the day comes to an end and I have some free time, all the energy that I have left is for sitting. So that's another 2 hours in front of a computer. In the end, this particular day started for me at 6 AM and finished at 10 PM, which gave me a total of 16 hours being awake. And during that time, I was sitting for 10 hours. That's over 60%. And you know what? I decided that it's time to change that. And I will start with the way I get to work. The plan was simple. From now on, I will travel to work by public transport and I will not sit down. I bought myself a ticket for a month, and after a while there I was standing happily. The thing is that after a while I came up with an idea that I can use that time to check out that book I always wanted to, and I always wanted to give audiobooks a try. Back home, I took headphones I had laying around and tried them out. The cabling was a mess, so it took me some time to untangle them. After listening to them for a while, it turned out that they were not very good at blocking outside noise. I did some research, and there was this new product called IsoTunes, marketed with words that got me interested. Mute the world. I decided to give them a try and ordered them for $50 from eBay. After using them for a few months, I decided that I know them fairly good and wanted to share my opinion with other people. So, I will do a review. I like to keep things simple, so I went with an idea to focus on one thing about them. And the best thing about them, in my opinion, is just how awesome they are at passive noise isolation. But how to show it off? Another simple concept. I will get near something very loud and describe my experience. First, I thought about airplanes. These machines are able to generate some serious level of noise, and that would be perfect. But would airport security let me close enough? Well, who knows, but probably not. Next, I had an idea about jackhammer. Then about a lion. And suddenly, I caught myself thinking that I haven't thought that one through. Next was a space shuttle. And we are officially in the stage where this is just becoming silly. And then, just like that, I got it! A train. Seemed like a good compromise. It didn't take me long to find the station, so I have put on my shoes, picked up my backpack and went to a bus stop. A short drive and I was there. Couple of steps, a short bridge and I saw my spot. There it was, right next to a railway, where I will be able to see trains from far away to get out of their way safely. I have put down my tripod, attached the camera and hit record. Now I just needed to find a place to start. Figured out this is just about the right distance from my camera for a nice framing. So I went up, and before I knew it, I was talking about how they can do 4 hours of music playback or talk time, or 120 hours of standby time. How they are Bluetooth 4.1 compliant, so compatible with all Bluetooth enabled devices. Then I smoothly switched to my experience with using magnetic earbuds. How you could play or pause music just by attaching them to each other. Answer or end calls, and most importantly, keep the earbuds safely around your neck when you're not using them. Finally, it came to a point where I praised the background noise cancelling microphone and its performance at blocking out steady state noise like lawn mowers, engines, fans, and vacuums. I was sure that although I had in my ears piece of technology that is marketed as being able to mute the world, I will be able to stay aware of my surroundings. So much so that I will be able to hear a train coming. I mean, come on, a train. As a failsafe, I thought that I will feel the vibrations with my boots or through the railways themselves. And guess what happened? If you are in the market for a lightweighted wireless solution and blocking outside noise of a train is something you are looking for, then these may be just as good as it gets. Anyway, I will continue to sit less and stand more, and maybe I will even find a way to exercise. Until then, I will see you in the next episode of Trusty Reviews. Bye!